As a photographer, I want to produce amazing images. I want to produce images that I've never shot before. I want to get out there and shoot things bigger and better than I have in the past, which means experimenting with lighting, with techniques, with locations, with subjects, all of those things. Now, sometimes it makes it difficult when we're thinking outside the square. Our options are so great or so limited that we need particular things that are going to help us to create the images that we have in our mind, the images that we've visualized. I want to stack the odds in my favor. So any technique or any piece of equipment that's going to allow me to produce these out-of-the-box images, I'm all in favor of. In this video, I'm going to reveal to you the most important accessory that I use in my photography. It allows me to do so many more things and allows me to do exciting stuff and to get me excited about images. Without this, I couldn't do these images. I couldn't do them in any other way. I would be limited. So watch the video and you'll see the secret piece of equipment that I use that makes my photography work so much more exciting.
I don't know where you are going, but you shouldn't go there alone.
Okay, I wanted to give you a short video about the best photographic accessory you could possibly have. Now we see lots of videos about the best lenses to get, the best cameras, the best equipment you can get, but by far my favorite accessory and the most useful accessory that I have is my photographic assistant. Now Mark's here. Come in, Mark. Mark's one of my assistants and Mark helps me out with so many shoots. He helps me by holding reflectors, he helps me by carrying gear, he helps me by bouncing ideas around. He helps me to hold the change room so it doesn't blow away when Layla's getting changed. So there's so many things I can do now because I've got an assistant like Mark. I have lots of other assistants that come and help me too, various different students that I've taught over the years, but the best accessory I've ever used is a photographic assistant. It saves you having softboxes blown over in the wind and falling in the water. Mark can hold that softbox for me to make sure that it doesn't fall over. He can run back to the car and grab stuff that I forgot, so it saves my knees. There are so many good reasons to have a good photographic assistant. And the best thing about Mark is that he doesn't get paid. Right? Mark's here because he enjoys it and he loves doing it, okay? And he learns. He learns as we go. So if you can find somebody who wants to be an assistant and wants to help you out and will learn from the experience, it's the best thing you could possibly do for your photography.
I don't know where you are going, but you shouldn't go there alone. Yeah. I would like to go there with you, but you gotta pick up the phone and answer your phone. I just don't know what you need, but I'm not gonna stand out here all day and watch you slip away.
So there you have it. The advantages of an assistant just can't be overstated. I use an assistant with just about every shoot I have. I sometimes use 2 or 3 or 4. You can see in this image here, this took me 5 assistants to help me to produce this image. I had one person driving the car away to give me those brake lights and those blue LED lights in the distance on the left-hand side of the frame. I had another assistant pushing the flash to light Maxine when she moved into the image. I had a third assistant to light behind her, to throw a bit of rim light around her hair, so the flash was in the background. And I had a fourth assistant to come in and wave that lightsaber around to give me that great blue light in behind Maxine that just makes that image stand out a little bit more. So all of this image was created in camera. It took us 25 times to get it, but we got it. So I had another assistant there helping me with my torch, with my camera settings, because we were working in the dark. So 5 assistants to help me. For this studio shoot, I had 2 female assistants, 2 of my students, to help me with Maxine's hair. We wanted that hair to blow in the wind a little bit more than it was doing, so we just used the girls to help that hair just to be a little bit looser and to be able to get the result that we're looking for. In this image, we were shooting at an old fort in Newcastle. We found the grate that somebody had taken off the window, so I thought it would be a great idea to hold that grate and shoot our model through the grate to give the impression that she's behind those bars. And it worked really well. That's not really me shooting there, but I'm back shooting the behind the scenes shot of how we achieved the result. Now sometimes I need to do lighting, particularly when I'm doing light painting and things like that. So I have an assistant to press the shutter for me. We can coordinate, they can press the shutter, and then I do the light painting in various different ways to give me different effects. I love light painting photography, but I generally can't push the shutter as well as do the light painting. It makes it so much easier if I've got someone else there to help me out. Sometimes you just need an assistant to hold your light so it won't blow over. Soft boxes and umbrellas are well known for blowing over in even a very, very slight wind. So you don't want your flash smashing on the concrete, or you don't want your lighting setup to end up in the water. So having someone to hold that light really makes a difference. With this shot of Danielle in the workshop, we wanted to get a shot of her car as well as Danielle in the foreground, and I thought if we could produce some sparks in the background just to highlight, to make that shot a little bit more special, then that would be great. So we had two fellows on grinders in the background grinding away on pieces of metal to throw those sparks up into the shot. I also had a couple of other assistants helping me with lighting and things like that, but I couldn't have produced this image on my own. I needed those people to do those grinders and to make those sparks for me. Now you can use anybody as an assistant. You could have a family or friend member come along. Maybe your model or your client has brought somebody along with them. A boyfriend or a girlfriend can help to hold lights, as in this case. You can get other photographers who are keen to come along and help you. You can help them on their shoots, they can help you on your shoots. You might have a hair and makeup artist there who's watching the shoot, who can hold something for you or help you out with a shoot. It's just so much more fun. The more people we have, the more fun times we have. Sometimes my assistants get a little bit wacky, as you can see here, but it's all fun. The more people around, the more fun it is, the better the results I get. You can see for yourself. So get out and give it a go. Invite somebody along to your shoot. Use them as an assistant. I'm sure you'll get better results.